am I going to use this brush? Did I use this for something else? I might have used this for bronzer. Let's hope not. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know, it's been a hot minute since I have filmed anything for my channel. I just haven't been in the mood. Let's just put it that way. And honestly, I haven't had tons of new things to try out in the last few months or so, but today I went to the mall to run some errands, and I went into Sephora to pick up the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin, whatever it's called, and they were out of the color that I wanted to get, of course, and they are also out of it online. So unless I can find it somewhere else in store, yeah, that's the story. However, I did get some samples. I picked up a couple of little things here, but nothing too exciting. I bought some more of the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. I like this stuff, and I'm not quite out, but almost out, so I figured, I'm there. I'm gonna go ahead and you know, buy it while I'm here. But I did get three little samples of the shade 1R02, and they're pretty decent sized little samples. So I don't know if they're just not doing the thing where they pump it into a little sample plastic container thing, or if this is just happens to be something that Makeup Forever is offering. I don't know, but this is supposed to be like, you know, one of those second skin. Let's see, what does it say here? Flawless result, true to skin, 24-hour wear, natural matte finish. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Buildable medium to full coverage, ideal for normal, combination, and oily skin. My skin is normal to dry, so we'll see. We'll see how this works on my skin. Available in 40 shades, and yeah, so I'm trying to think who it was that I saw try this. Maybe Taylor Wynn, I'm not sure. But anyway, I thought I'm gonna pick that up because I am curious to see how it is. I obviously have a full face of makeup on right now. It is towards the end of the day, and so this will not be like a full wear test. This will be strictly a first impressions situation. But I thought I would go ahead and film that just so that you guys could see the new HD Skin Foundation from Makeup Forever on my mature 52-year-old, normal to dry, relatively decent skin. I've got the occasional blemish. I have lines. I don't have any Botox or anything like that, so my lines are, ooh, they're fierce right now, but that's okay. That's all right. I earned all those lines. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go take off my jewelry and take off just my face makeup. I'm going to leave my eyeshadow and stuff on, but so that we can, you know, get hopefully a full effect situation. And so yeah, I'm going to go do that, and I will be right back. All right, I am back, and I've got some additional moisturizer on my face because I did take off all my makeup, and I always have some kind of you know, skincare type of stuff on my skin. I didn't do any sunscreen today because, well, it's late and the sun is down and I'm not going anywhere. So if I like, you know, this, then of course I will try out. I've got 2 more samples here after this one, and we'll see, you know. I mean, I'll try it out with my usual sunscreen that I like. We'll see what it looks like on truly clean skin, because I just used a micellar water to cleanse my skin a bit, so it's not like it's a perfect, you know, a perfect canvas or anything like that. But anyway, I'm gonna do like I always do. I'm gonna start out with a brush. This one is from Sonia Kashuk. It just happens to be one that I have here that's actually clean, and then I will go in probably afterwards with a sponge. This one is from Eco Tools. Please feel free to use whatever kind of brush and or sponge method that you typically like. And I'm just going to squeeze some of this out onto the back of my hand. So it's not super runny or anything. It's obviously nice and fluid. All right, so we're going to try this color what is this, 102, R10, R1, R02. I don't know, there's some ones and some R's in there. So let's go ahead and stipple this on with my brush. And then, like I say, I will go over it with a sponge probably, because that's usually what I do. And I like keeping things kind of the same, just because I have a preferred method of putting most things on. And so, you know, I like to stick with my routine. I'm sure that you do as well. And a lot of people don't like brushes. They strictly use sponges and vice versa. So, you know, feel free to do whatever feels best to you. This just happens to be what I like. So this is supposed to be, I think, undetectable or something. I haven't really read the claims. I remembered though who I saw do this in addition to Taylor Wynn, and that was Wayne Goss. And anyway, they both seem to like it, and so I have hope. I trust their opinions. Of course, trusting somebody's opinion does not mean that a product will or won't work for you, because that's just how we're made, folks. All right. Okay, so that, I have no idea like how big a pump that would be, but I'm guessing there's probably, what do I want to guess? Maybe 3 to 4 pumps in one of these little guys. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is definitely a nice medium coverage. I don't think it's covering up every single thing, and that's okay. We don't need to cover up every single thing, because I still have, like, you know, little things peeking through, and hopefully you can see that. I hope I am close enough for you. I am going to go ahead and take a little bit more of this. Now, normally I would probably just leave this like this, as far as adding more product. So let's say that was 2 pumps. That's a guess. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more out onto the back of my hand. A little bit more. And I'm just going to try to build this up like on my cheek area, because that's typically where I can build things up and not have them look gross. But, you know, if you had specific things that you wanted to cover, then you might consider just building up in those specific areas. I probably will put a little concealer on just to see how it blends over this, or blends with this. I've really been enjoying the Maybelline one, the newer one, the Superstay Activewear. This little guy right here. I've been liking that one quite a bit. I mean, I have quite a few concealers that I like. I don't think there's any concealer that's like some kind of, you know, miracle. I just don't think it exists. But if it covers a little bit of darkness and whatever, you know, if you want to use it to spot conceal, that kind of thing, then that's all I want. I just want a little help. I don't need it to make me look like I'm 10. Well, that would be nice, but actually I was kind of an ugly duckling when I was 10. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and take my sponge, and this is damp, and I'm just going to lightly bounce over this. What do we think? I think the color is pretty good. I can't, you know, like check it in the sunshine or anything like that, but I feel like it's pretty decent. I would say that it's a high medium coverage with, you know, two layers was going to say 2 light layers, but they were just kind of average layers. It would be nice to experiment a little bit more with this and see exactly how sheer, like how lightly you could use it, because if it's matte and it stays 24 hours and it resists sweat and transfer proof and waterproof and all those amazing things, then that would be a wonderful thing, you know, especially if you didn't want to use that much product, and you know, you could shear it out, make your product go further and last longer and stuff. So I think that looks really nice. It's not dried down fully or anything by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's okay in the expression lines so far. Undetectable, I don't know about that because I don't think that makeup is undetectable, and actually if I'm gonna go to all the trouble of putting on makeup, then I want it to look like I'm wearing makeup. I don't want to, you know, overdo it or anything, but all right, so we're just going to put a little bit of this concealer on, a very, very little bit, because I didn't take off my eyeshadow underneath my eyes and stuff, and so this could go very, very wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl and make sure it at least doesn't, I don't know, pill or flake, or I don't know. Concealer and foundation combinations can go very wrong. I think that's gonna do it. Let me go ahead, and I got all kinds of little kitties, cat hairs. If you have pets, you know the challenge. So let me go ahead and just try to do this as quickly as I possibly can. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cheek products here, and just a little bit of contour right there, and then I'm going to take my bronzer, and this is both of these are the Fenty cream products, and I'm just going to take this little stippling brush that I used this morning, not because I love it for this particular use, but you know, it's sitting right here and it already has a little bronzer on it, so we're making do here, because this is not my usual thing. My usual thing is to be here fresh faced, you know, in the morning, and do my makeup kind of start to finish with you guys. All right, there's a little cream bronzer. I could spend a lot longer on this, but I'm not going to. You guys get the idea, and you've seen me do this 150 times before, maybe not that many. All right, so I'm gonna take, here's another thing that I have been enjoying. I picked this up at Ulta. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh pressed powder, and I've really been enjoying this. This is Fair One, and I think this is either the lightest or very close to it shade of this powder. And I'm gonna pick that up on my sponge and press it right here in the area where I tend to show pores and stuff. So across my nose and right here in my cheeks. And then I'm going to put a little bit in the center of my forehead. This just kind of has been the way that I've been doing my makeup when I actually bother to do it the last you know, a couple of months or so. Well, not this, because I just got this like 2 weeks ago. So, but I've been really liking this. So, there you go. You're welcome. Little mini speed review. All right, let's put a little blush on. I'm basically using all the stuff that I used this morning when I did my face the first time around. This is the Bare Minerals Blonzer. Hate that name. I was like, I don't know, and the package is ridiculously difficult to open. Either that or I'm just having a moment. So, but I like this blush. I mean, I think it's very pretty. Let's put a little lipstick on, and then we're gonna call it good. This is the Gucci Lorna Doone. It's very pale, but I've kind of been into the pale lips thing. Oh, and by the way, on my eyes, I'm wearing the Love Tahiti palette from Be Perfect Cosmetics, as well as a little bit of one of the Colourpop quads. I want to say the Scorpio one, but I could be wrong about that, for a little bit of purple in there. And I think that's everything that's interesting. But anyway, so for this makeup, for the way I feel about it right now, this very minute, without, you know, having it on my face for very long, yeah, I would say that this is a, you know, a natural sort of matte finish. It feels dry where I powdered. It still feels a tiny bit tacky where I didn't. We'll see if that kind of changes over time, and not tonight, because I don't think I'm gonna come back for any more check-ins or anything like that. But undetectable, no. I can see it, especially here, and that is like the place that I check first when I'm putting on a new foundation, to see how it looks. And I don't love it right there, but it looks, you know, it looks okay. It is settling a little bit in my forehead lines. That may be a product of, you know, less than adequate skin prep, or, you know, it may be something that this product does until it sets down. Maybe it doesn't do it after it sets down. Do I want to spray it? Do I want to spray this? Should I spray this? Let's spray it. What I'm hoping is that this is one of those products that looks better over time, or as it warms up to your skin and sort of fuses with your skin. At least that's my hope right now, because I don't hate it. I mean, I don't know enough about it right now to determine whether or not I like it or not, or if I'm actually going to go out and buy the full-size bottle. But I'm not, you know, I'm not mad about it. My hair, I look rough, guys. I know I look rough. Is it the prettiest thing I've ever used? No. Let's put a little highlight on. Highlight always makes me feel better. This is the Danessa Myricks Enlighten and Light. So first impressions, I like this. I'm not sure that it is for me. We will see if this looks, you know, better by the time I go to take it off for bed tonight, or if it really breaks down in like my problem areas, or starts looking extra dry or crepey anywhere. And I think that's a possibility, only because my skin has been, at least to me, feeling very, it's not that it feels dry or it's been extra dry or anything like that. I just feel like it's looking kind of old, crepey, whatever you want to call it. And that may be my imagination. That may be because it's winter and it's colder weather. That may be because I've been slacking off on my skincare regime a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, especially on those rougher days. But right now, just looking in the mirror that I have here in front of me and my monitor, I don't dislike it. I really don't. Not the best job on the blush, bronzer, etc., but that's okay. I'm interested to just kind of let it sit for the rest of the evening, and maybe I will come back later this week and do some kind of eyeshadow or color type of situation, and I'll use this again and see what I think of it, like for a full day wear test, going out with a mask, all that kind of stuff. Because I understand that it is supposed to wear very nicely. I think that's going to do it for this hopefully relatively quick little video doing a first impressions on the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. And this, again, this is the shade 1R02, and it is, I think, the second to lightest shade maybe the third to lightest. I know it says that they have 40 shades, and that's great, but I feel like I still feel like there should be more. I didn't feel like the light was all that light, and you know, it's not for me to say if the darker shades were dark enough or the right undertones or anything, because that's not my skin type. But so I would be very interested to know what other people think about that. All right, I'm going to stop nattering on at you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video while you were watching it, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me to know what you guys like to see. And subscribe if you haven't already, of course. And I think that's going to do it. So until my next video, bye guys.